Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it might be where you are out there.
Greetings, my excellent friend.
It is so good to see you. My name is Jeff Fritz, and today is December 27th, 2020. We're going to write a little bit of code today. How we doing there, chat room? Look at this. A bunch of friends already here, even though I decided to start a little bit early. Good morning, Slateboard, Frackberg, Ace as 24, Svava's here. It's Litany. Good to see you. Good afternoon. Yeah, we're getting the hat trained here. Manoj, hello. Is that Sturmer Bjarnson? Happy holidays to you. Screech Rat, greetings. Jason is here. Hello. Thought it might take a day or so after the holiday? No. We're always here. Null STV, good to see you. Stelzy, hello. PC Nerd, thank you so much for tuning in. Ergen, is that Ergenrod? Hello. Dave, howdy to you. Let's put out some big thank yous to Ace as 24. Svava, thank you so much for resubscribing. Dave with a big resubscribe there. What is that? 4 months, 27 months, and 23 months, respectively. Thank you, PC Nerd, for the host. Veetlol, good to see you. My goodness, and we're going to make donations, of course, to Girls Who Code as we wrap up December here. Get everything wrapped up and call it a year here. So really looking forward to moving forward into January, and I think as we look ahead to January and the next charity that I'm going to end up donating to, I'm looking at supporting the Raspberry Pi Foundation. I think that's who we're going to support in the next group. They've done so much, and I've been in good contact with them. They're a worldwide organization helping folks learn about technology all over the world. So I think that's who we're going to be helping next. Diego Garber, hello to you. Thank you for tuning in right there. There's Diego. So I think that's what we're going to be doing next time when we get into January. I've got some new hats to share with you. I got my daughters. They happen to know I got a thing or two for hats, and they got me. Check it out. Overlook Hotel, the Gold Room. For those of you not familiar, that's from The Shining. The Overlook Hotel, of course, is that creepy hotel from the movie where Jack Nicholson he kills a couple people. Not gonna lie, one or two people he kills. It's kind of a thing. So I've got a handful of hats here that I want to show you and have some fun with. And we'll get into our project today. I'm getting the bot trained on the new hat here. It looks like I was sitting back a little bit too far, and it didn't capture all of the pictures here quite well. So I'm going to grab a couple more pictures as we're going along here and get this trained up. Yes, taking a picture of the hat, adding it to the knowledge base. Let me show you. For those of you who haven't seen how this works, let me head over to the code, and I'll show you what's going on over here. There it is. This is Custom Vision AI. This is a service you can connect to out on the big Microsoft Azure cloud service. It can detect and train things for you here. And I have it set up with a bot here in the chat room that automatically takes a picture from the angle you just saw. I've got two cameras here. This one over here and the one over here that I was previously on. So it takes pictures and it automatically uploads it here, and we get it trained up. We get it learning what these various logos and things are that are on my noggin. So, did I get some good books or other goodies for Christmas? Hats were my thing. Hats were my deal. A couple gift cards and of course, some folks just passed along a little bit of cash, and that's fine. We'll figure out a way to have some fun with that after the holiday. I'm going to turn a little bit this way. So see some of these hat pictures down here. I was sitting down a bit, and it just did not load quite right. And I've got the Santa hats down here. Don't know what to do with those. So I'm going to grab these four and say delete those. Yes, please. And I think you need 15 pictures. 9, I've got 13. I need about 2 more, huh? 2 more to go, and we can get it trained up on what this hat is. There we go. There's another picture uploaded. Let's do one more, and I'm just going to lean in a little. I think I took that picture. There it goes. So I will refresh out here, and we'll see there's that last one I loaded. So I need to tag these so that the bot, so the artificial intelligence, knows what these are. And then we'll get into our project today. So come here, zoom in a little bit more so it knows what this is. And I'm just going to call this Overlook underscore hotel. I think that works. What do you think, chat room? That's pretty good. Let me get back to some more of the questions there in the chat room, some more of the discussion after we get these 15 hat pictures tagged. See, it's even a little bit out of focus, and that's okay, because we still want it to discover it even when it is out of focus. So, yep, got it. And not quite there. I love how easy to use this app is. This is all Angular here that this was built with. So there we go. Nice and easy to highlight those regions. And I love that this is something that has taken artificial intelligence, machine learning, machine training, and made it something so easy that anybody can do. Right? I mean, I can explain this to the non-technical members of my family, like, oh yeah, I draw a picture around the various parts of the image that I want it to identify, and the machine learns what's in those squares that I tell it what it is. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So I don't have to go into any of the algorithms or things that it's doing, because it's right. It feels almost like something out of sci-fi. That, oh yeah, you just tell the computer, well, this is what's in the box, and it learns it, and does a good job then identifying it going forward. Bring that down a little bit so it sees the whole thing there. Cool. So I thought we got that last picture. Is it? All right, fine. We'll train that last one there too. Grab that, load it up. And I don't know what to do with the Santa hats. I'm going to have to figure out what to do with that. Let me kick off training on this. This is a quick training. Yelp. Oh, wow. Interesting. You'd find a way to mess it up. I don't know, Frackberg. Maybe. Null STV asks, how many examples does it take to get good confidence? They say 15 is the minimum. So I've got about 15 to 20 pictures of each of my hats loaded up here, and we could see if we look at the training images here. There's 10, there's 83 different hats it has loaded so far. And I've got 7 more sitting here. So that's a thing. Let me get some music playing here in the background and we'll talk about the project today. You know what? I'm wearing a hat with some yellow trim, so let's play yellow. There it is. This is music to code by our friend, Mr. Carl Franklin. It's music that's scientifically designed, it's engineered to get you in the flow, to get you in the groove, so that whatever task it is you're working on, you can focus on and just get stuff done. Check it out, mtcb.pwop.com, or you can execute the music command in the chat room to get a link to get your copy today. All right. Let's talk about this. Let's get into what I'm going to be doing for the project. It's not going to recognize it yet, Conficient. See? It's training. It's training the hat, and then I need to load up the various the comments about it and things like that. So, and we'll queue up a couple more hats here, because I've got Camp Crystal Lake. I've got Haddonfield, Illinois. I've got the Daily Bugle sitting here. Oh, yeah. I've got a Daily Bugle hat. Yeah. So, let's talk about project today. So, I've been working on this website, Clip Talk, for a little bit. And the idea is we want to make it easier for folks to discover clips from streamers on Twitch. I've cleaned up the sidebar there a bit, and I've got the middle area with the players here. I've got it. It's serviceable. It's not great, but it's serviceable. Hey there, Rambling Geek. Good to see you. So, This works on desktop. It's trash on mobile. It's running really fast too. Now that it's loaded, I can press F5 and right. It's all the Blazor. This is all Blazor WebAssembly. This is all running in the browser now. But it's heavily cached, loading and painting the data right here, and that Fierce Kittens is number 1, followed by then the intro to Clip Talk. And you can scroll down. And you can search through and get to some of the other suggested streamers. I'm indexing, I think it's 18 or 19 different streamers at this point. And I'm working on I'm going to add the top 10 of your followers, of the folks you follow below this, so that you can see, here's folks who are actively publishing clips, and list them there. And finally, I'll put a search box up at the top when I'm done this part. But that's great features to get this moving. Have a good one, Jason. Good to see you. That's great features to get this moving and operational and functional, right? The likes all work, comments work, right? And the number of views they work, the sharing, we built that, so that works now. And there's some fun stuff here that you can scroll through and see. We've got our friend Imperial is now loaded up in here. So I'm not discovering new streamers yet. I'm not actively going and polling and loading data yet. I want to get layout. I want to get this functional, which leads into, on mobile, it's trash right now. And that's where I want to focus today, is working on mobile display of this. Because when I press F12 here and I say, well, go into mobile mode, that's on an iPhone X. It's just not, we're not there. We're not there yet. So I looked at this and I thought about and that's on landscape. If I turn this portrait, right? I can't suggest to folks to use that. What the heck is that? So what do we do? So the goal, the thought here is, let's take some of the ideas from like how the Twitter app, how the Facebook app, how the TikTok app, how those mobile apps present. Because right now I've got this really chunky top bar on mobile, and I don't have any kind of a navigation bar at the bottom. Let's pull those two together. Let's take the list of suggested streamers, push them off the main display. I don't care. I don't want to see that. Go somewhere else. Hide that behind and make that something you have to click through to see, so that we get just videos, and we have a couple menu buttons on the bottom, and what I have as menu text across the top, maybe we push that behind a hamburger menu or something like that, and bring some of these forward a little bit. Hey, Zultra Lord, hello. Yeah, I'm doing very well, enjoying the holiday. So moving these things around, none of this is adding new code. Right? There might be adding some new code when we talk about putting a menu bar on the bottom. That might be something. But we're really talking about just doing a little bit of CSS and some Blazor shuffling, showing and hiding, maybe adding another page for being able to see the suggested streamers and who you follow. But for right now, just moving things around and getting the videos visible in the display. And this is an iPhone X that it's simulating here. If I were to try to use like an iPad, it's not bad. The play buttons are terribly located. We need to work on that. But we're in a better place. I think we can make the suggested streamers panel a little bit narrower, and we can improve this with a little bit of strategic interaction. So that's the goal today, is let's do a little bit of update on the mobile presentation using Blazor. And I want to use particularly a library that our friend and fellow live coder, Ed Charbonneau, put together called, I believe it's called Blazor Sizer, that will report back into Blazor the size of the display. And that's important for us for the for the video players, because the Twitch video player needs to be told the size of the screen to display. So we'll do that. Yes, Zultra Lord. This is a Blazor-driven app. This is all Blazor WebAssembly. If you go to cliptalk.com, you can see it's all WebAssembly. This is a Blazor static web app. It's running on a series of Azure functions. There's some front office Azure functions that get data, and some back office ones that heavily cache that data as the interactions happen with the website. You can go to, you can try going to cliptalk.com/ and choose one of your favorite streamers, and you may see content, because I've loaded that content for them. So if I go to, here's for me, there it is, and even the scroll bar is in the wrong place. I need to get that scroll bar all the way over to the side. The point being, it will load up and show you, but if there's somebody that isn't here yet, so if I go to, let's say, let me see, I'm trying to think of somebody, no opcat, right? She's not indexed. So it's going to come back with a message, no clips, but you can click and have it go and add. Actually, it does the dub redirect. It does do the redirect. I put that in. That's a thing, right? If I get rid of the dub, it will redirect you appropriately. It was redirecting me. Is it not redirecting the HTTP? It's not redirecting the HTTPS. Interesting. Why is it redirecting the one and not the other? That's odd. Could this work with server side as well as Azure? Well, it is Azure. It could run with server side Blazor, yes. But I'm trying to keep down my interactions, my server costs, by making it all a static web app. I'm going to take a look at how I have that redirect set up, because it should pick up for the HTTPS also. Two-factor authentication. Manage on the domain. Yeah, source URL, cliptalk.com, and it should redirect to HTTPS. I don't know why it's not doing that. What's a wildcard redirect? Let me try that. So now if you just go to cliptalk.com, yeah, it goes and bumps over there. If you go to HTTPS, it should, no. That's weird. Why isn't it picking up the SSL version? Because I have the domain redirect built. No, it's not the wildcard redirect. That's not going to take it. But I have the... What if I add another redirect here? No, they don't like me. Why don't they... I'm on the Namecheap website. Nope, Invisible Programmer, we're keeping streaming. Absolutely. I don't know why. I wonder if it is because... Yeah, if you go https cliptalk.com, that's redirecting? Just going to straight cliptalk.com does go. Yeah. And it redirects appropriately. It'll even go if you... Right, so if I go cliptalk/C#Fritz, it does the redirect. So... Yeah. I'm not going to worry about that right now. If this is actually paying for itself, then we can invest in figuring out and spending time on that. So, where did we go? Working on the to-do right now. So we're gonna do mobile rendering for mobile rendering with Blazor. Let's just say it like that. I'm not even going to specify the website. Do I have a port set in the HTTPS redirect? No, I'm doing it as a DNS redirect. So, it's picking up and automatically redirecting. The website only listens on the HTTPS. Oh, come on, man. Are you kidding? Yep. Azure Mask is turned on and it didn't hide a darn thing. Nice. Way to go. If I go back over to the actual application. Yeah, now it's hiding stuff. It is listening on cliptalk. I can't add more features to this. The Azure, this is it. These static web apps are in preview, so the features aren't there yet for me to do more of those redirects and things. So I'm not too concerned about that yet. And the fact is, I get to use this for free then. So that's a thing. But I want to work on... here we go. I want to work on the mobile rendering. Hey, Burger B. Hello, dear Written. Good to see you. So, where was I? I was over here. All right, so I got the project up there. So, first thing I want to take a look at is, on mobile, hide the sidebar. Right? And these are all on mobile specific to-do items. Hey, Robert Tables is here. Hello, hello. Had a pretty good holiday. Thank you so much. I hope everybody had a great holiday week. Regardless of what you celebrate, I hope everybody had a great week. I also want to look at, and this is returning nothing because I don't have the emulator running here locally yet. So, no worries about that. Did this finish training? Is it still training? There we go. So, let's unpublish this one. Commander Alil, hello! Oh my goodness. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Why was that so quiet? Hello, hello, Raiders. Welcome in. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. My name is Jeff Ritz, and we are... Well, I'm finishing retraining my hat artificial intelligence here. There we go. What were you doing over there on your channel? I've got my, this is the Overlook Hotel Gold Room hat. It's a reference to the Shining, if you remember that movie from the 70s, right? And it popped up again in Ready Player One, if you saw that movie. So let me see. Let me head out to Fauna, and let me load a record for this. You were doing Advent of Code problems in F#. Oh, that's fun. The Advent of Code. Those folks did a nice job putting together a good collection of puzzles to get folks interested in writing software. I'm a little bit zoomed in here, but that's okay. So I'm going to add a new document to this. I'm going to zoom in anyway. So let me finish loading this up. What did I call that hat? I called it, was it Overlook _ Hotel. And name, what name should we put with this? This is the Overlook Hotel Gold Room. That's a long name. Acquired, and it was, of course, December 2020. Right, description. This hat commemorates the Gold Room in the Overlook Hotel from The Shining. Now in the haunted, let's say haunted Overlook Hotel. There we go. So now if we run a hat command, it should pick up and report what this hat is. Nope, didn't find it. Either that or it didn't, Windy Darling Deer, that's not bad. Oh, you know what, I didn't reset. I didn't, hang on. There we go. Now it should take another picture. There it is. Now it should be using the newly trained record set. I'm feeling good about this. Taking its good old time. How's it going there, Smap? Good to see you. Nothing. Try it again. I want to see that pop up. Come on.
Now we know.
There it is.
Knowing is half the battle.
Got it. All right. Cool. And we can switch up hats in a little bit. Back to my to-do list here. Come on. You can go away now. I know what. Thank you. I'm going to hide the sidebar. I want to add a. I'm going to add a toolbar menu bar.
Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Took you a little bit there. To the bottom of the screen. To the bottom. Let's just say that. Fix the size of the video player. Let's put those three items. We'll go through them and see if we can get more in here. And I'll be looking forward to your suggestions there, chat room, as I add more features and as we get this tuned better for mobile. So here's the application running, not running, inside of Visual Studio. We're going to end up having to tune some of these other pages as well to get them a little bit more mobile friendly. We'll get there. Hey, Art, good to see you. So let's start with get the API running in the background here. We'll resize and start moving things around, I think. So here we go. There it is. And I'm going to just push the Azure emulator that's running all of my server side junk. Move that off to the side here. So now when I refresh my local instance of this, There it is. So now suggested streamers, and it's got a set of Why is it only showing 3? It should be showing at least 4, if not 5. Come on. No, only 3. I'm not sure why there's 3. It should be more. The list of suggested streamers. Let me show you what I did for this. I have it caching the top streamers by an algorithm that I wrote. So I have that sitting in a JSON file here, and it was just recently updated. And you can see here, I've put a score with each of the streamers whose channels I've loaded. So everything is in these nice little JSON blocks that includes all the way down through the profile picture. The profile picture is public information, so I'm not getting any privacy information that isn't already publicly available on Twitch. So, and of course, if you do choose to say, hey, Clip Talk, forget me, I don't want you knowing who I am, it will remove record of you that might be on this website. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why is it only showing 10 records in here? There should be a lot more than that. Should be a lot more than that. No matter, I'm not going to worry about that right now. That's why there's only 3. Okay. I'm working on layout. I'm not working on that. That's another issue for another time. You got Gunner glasses for Christmas. You really like them? Oh, that's awesome, Burger Beat. That reminds me, I need to put mine on. That might be a little bit of why I'm having a hard time this morning. So with this running locally, I can work on. We moved all of the CSS into SAS files to make it a little bit easier to reuse and write some code. But that means I need to rebuild my actual, and then I need to rebuild the CSS every time I go to refresh it, and then refresh my browser. So it can be a little bit of a pain, but we'll get through this. We'll figure this out. So let me do the resize here. Oh, Burger B!
Burger just resubscribed for 2 months.
2 months, thank you so much. Really appreciate the resub, and we'll make another donation to Girls Who Code. You saw we made a donation earlier this week. We brought them, I think it was $600 we brought to them. So really happy for that. Friends, do you see who's here?
Hey, Mom! Go get some meatloaf! We want it now!
Hey, Mom.
Meatloaf!
Good to see you.
I know what she's doing.
She's hanging out here. How's it going? Do you like the hat, Mom? Janine picked this out. Look at that. Look at that. Someone run the hat command. STEM is very important. You're absolutely right, Burger B, and I'm so happy to be able to support science, technology, engineering, and math learning, whether it's a nonprofit organization helping. Thank you so much, there, Janescu. Helping out, showing Mom what type of. Why didn't you find that hat? It's so important that we get more folks trained up in the sciences, technology, engineering, and math. And I'm thrilled to be able to support organizations like Girls Who Code and the Raspberry Pi Foundation, starting in January, is who we're going to support. I'm going to give it another kick there, see if it finds the hat. Ah, we got it this time. There we go. Come on.
Now we know.
There it
And
is.
knowing is half the battle.
So, that's right. And should I change? You know what, friends? I'm going to change hats real quick because I got another goodie. Camp Crystal Lake. Camp Crystal Lake. Hey, Danny. You looked over this divs class CSS formatting? That's a great idea, Danny. Let me put that message up. That is a fantastic idea. to use a little bit of CSS grid to flex and display properly. I like where you're thinking. Let's clean this up. Let's do a little bit of fluid grid here. Let me grab that link. On the ball, thinking here. And actually, I already have a little bit of flex going on inside of. I'm not using the W3 CSS. I'm actually using Flex for this, which does very much the same thing. But it doesn't let you specify size like this. I do have Bootstrap loaded though, and I can use Bootstrap to help with this. There are some things that we can do to adjust and tune appropriately. Mom sees a hat theme. Wait till she sees that I have a Haddonfield, Illinois hat coming up. It's right over there. Not here, but over there. It's off screen over there. It's not in the browser, but it's over there. You know what I mean. So I think definitely using the grid's going to help. Bootstrap's going to help. Well, Peon, I wouldn't say everything else is cancer. That's a little harsh. I'm going to kick off a train hat command here so we can get it to start recognizing the Camp Crystal Lake hat here.
And knowing is half the battle.
No, see, that's the old picture. It doesn't know what this one is. See, that's how I know that Azure is caching these pictures and not picking up the one that I just loaded. How you doing there? 100 taps. Good to see you. So, folks in my family, we are big fans of STEM education, and helping folks learn about this is a big deal for us. So we'll get the Camp Crystal Lake pictures loaded here. Let's see. Look at that. It's already got one loaded. We'll see some more get loaded up here. As they get uploaded to the big Azure cloud network in the sky. That's a thing, right? That's a thing. So you can see right away we got a bunch of problems here. So I'm gonna mark off. We're gonna work on hiding the sidebar, and I'd really like to get this scroll bar all the way over to the edge, right? And I think I have that same problem even when I'm not in mobile display. The scroll bar isn't all the way over to the edge. So let's see if we can get those two fixed. Sure. So we're gonna mark active number 1. We're gonna work on that first. So I'm gonna head into my code over here. So first thing I want to do is let's take a look at the index and see if I can figure out why this is my grid container, right? That should take up the full width of the screen here. So we're gonna do a bit of CSS work here. A little style. Do we have some style music that I can play? No? Nothing styling? Nothing?
What's that?
No, something that's style, Jack. Right? Do we have anything like that?
It's illegal in 9 countries.
We don't. DMCA, that's right. Sorry about that, friends. Why isn't that highlighting? Yeah, it's not highlighting. Hey, Alex Headley, good to see you. Thoughts on Ionic? Asks Harry Hoodie. It's a nice framework. Not gonna lie. I'm a big fan of Blazor. Why am I not getting the highlight? Is that a feature now I have to turn on? Did they change that? Inspector, show browser styles truncated, default color. Right, why isn't my inspector? You're so excited about Blazor? Yeah. Yeah. Why am I not seeing it? Over here in the inspector, it should highlight what I click on. Instead, it's doing C# needs a better template engine. What problems? Here, let me put that question up. What problems do you have with the Razer template engine? What would you like to see instead? And what makes your custom engine more useful for you? Let me know. Why isn't this? So the overflow anchor, I get that. Why can't I see? I'm gonna open Chrome. I don't know what's going on with Firefox. It's not showing me the edges of what I'm inspecting here. That feels bad. And I could be using Edge. Actually, Edge is better for this. Hang on a second. Edge and Blazor debugging are really good when you put those two together. So it's got the dark background because I have the, yeah, look at this. So I'm going to do the inspect. Yeah, see, there we go. This one. So the grid container, why isn't that taking up the entire screen? Right? Like, if I put width 100% on this, right? It's still not going to the full width of the screen. So make sure I turn on the grid and flex options in the experimental preview settings. Where? I was over here. I don't see any grid and flex options. Debug options settings. Options. Oh, in Edge. Settings. I don't see debug here. Down in here, what do we got? Why isn't this scrolling? In experiments. Enable dwarf support. What is dwarf? Sure, turn that on. I don't know what that means, but I'm in WebAssembly, so sure. CSS Flexbox. Because I am using Flexbox. CSS overview is good. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out why isn't this going to the full width, right? It's like there we go. Is it this content? Padding left, padding right. What if I get rid of that one? There we go. Right there. Why does it have PX4 on it? Where did that PX4 come from? The top having it, sure, I'm game with that, but why does that one have it? Right, getting rid of that PX4, and actually, did it put it right back on it? Now, let me see where that came from in my layout. So when we have Blazor here, there's my layout. Main, top row, PX4, is that content? You. That should take care of that, and we should see an automatic refresh. Yeah, look at that. Reload DevTools. There it goes. It did its automatic refresh because I have it running in the background. Eagle Hansen, hello, good to see you. There we go. Now I'm the full width of the screen. All right, now we're talking. So, device emulation, please. Thank you. And it looks like garbage. Let's choose an iPhone 6, 7, or 8, and that is tiny. 100%. That's a little bit better for me to see what's going on there. And more importantly, for you to be able to see. How's it going, Eagle? Happy holidays to you. Hello. If it's something you have to turn on in the browser, probably not a good idea to rely on it for a site. Yes, agreed. Hey, Dragon Thon. Hello, welcome in. Yeah, Peon, help me out. I'm eager to help you with a template engine for C#. Let me know. When folks say, "Hey, I don't like this in .NET," let's talk about it. Let's figure out what we can do to improve things. What would make it more appealing for you, and what you prefer instead. Always happy to have that discussion. Never any debate. Oh, you don't like the @ syntax? Well, okay. Yeah, that's kind of a thing with Blazor. What do you prefer instead? Curly braces like mustache templating, that type of thing? You do like the curly braces like that. There are places for other templating engines in ASP.NET, but they're right now tightly coupled to... Razer is tightly coupled to Blazor and ASP.NET MVC. There are ways to swap it out, but there hasn't been enough of a push to make a new templating engine that I've seen. So, all right. First things first. This is right. Clearly, the width is smaller than this. Mustache template sounds like a song. Maybe that's a thing. So I do have it at least going all the way across, right? And I mean, that looks like garbage. But the suggested streamers, let's get that off the screen. Bring your own template engine is absolutely a concept that the team has had. And it was very well supported in ASP.NET MVC on .NET Framework. It should be swappable now, but I haven't explored that at all. So, okay, first issue resolved. It now goes all the way across to the edge of the screen. That's a start. Heck, commit that for right now. Fix main area fills entire screen. Right, I mean, just to get this out there somewhere. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up a pull request. It doesn't know this one yet. I haven't trained it yet. I'm going to set up a pull request so that you can navigate to this. It didn't. Why did it only pull, what is that? 6, 10. Why did it only pull 10 images? It should have loaded more than that. That's not right. And there's another one for the Overlook Hotel. I'm not sure why. Let's get... No. Delete that. There we go. Good. Yeah, it didn't load all the pictures there. We need to get it some more pictures here. You've written your own template engine when you couldn't find one you liked for Linux? To each their own. Hey, Sector. Good to see you. But to do it in C# will require 2 language features C# doesn't have yet. What language features are you looking for? because they wrote the Razer templating engine in C#. The source code's out there. And they build template engines a lot. So, to say something isn't possible in a programming language feels like a challenge for some folks. Actually using C# as the template syntax. Go on. Alright, so if the... Where is it? It's the Blazor Sizer package? Blazor size, there it is. Now, I've already got this installed in the project, but what this will do is it'll allow me to detect the size of the browser and pass that information along. More concise syntax for lambdas. How would you like it to be more concise? Give me an example of syntax you're looking for, because, right, syntax like, let me go to one of my repositories. Sure. Syntax like that is the same in JavaScript, TypeScript, a lot of other popular languages. So, okay, so Scala shortening it even further to something like underscore greater than 3, which means take the input. Okay. Yeah, that's a little, You're not going to get the underscore, because underscore already means something different in C#. Underscore is the discard. How do I know what it is? Yeah. Veetlol. Hey, Fierce Kittens is here. Hello. How do I know what it is? What's IT? Appears to be a very good default name of the argument. That also happens to be very English. Why don't I call it this? Why don't I call it that? Why don't I call it X? It is already 2 characters. I'd like something shorter, something more concise. Right, how you want to specify that context. You're forcing a variable name. You're forcing a keyword on people that you may want to pass multiple keywords. You're only suggesting one keyword. What if I have a lambda that needs to fire against multiple? Because I'm deconstructing. So, it is all English. You're right, Fierce Kittens. Right, all of the programming language is. So, you want the brackets outside of the parens. Well, right, you already have parentheses outside of it. That's not confusing at all, Fuel Snable. That's confusing. That, for my human eyes, that's a little too concise. There's something to be said about making things a little bit explicit. I mean, there are folks who have complete programming languages based on the presence of space characters and the location of space characters. That's a thing. I think you're going to find that C# is going to lean more towards being more descriptive than that. Yeah, meaningful white space is difficult. So, let me get back into this. So I've already got some code. I've got some code coming in that Ed was starting to work on around. Let me go back out to here. Ed was starting to work on around using Blazor size in this design branch. And if I reach down into here, I believe he had it in the layout. Here, media query list. Right, and the top bar here I think ends up going away a bit. What happened there? You don't need to specify the name of the variable in pattern matching if you're going to use it and if the value isn't relevant. Yes, you can do that discard in C#9 pattern matching as well. Where is it? That's being used because he already started down this path with the media queries, and he put a spinner on this as well, but we'll see where that goes in the future. Because, yeah, his updates that he was working on here now are way out of date. Darn it, where'd it go? Did he put it in? No, I don't see it. Because he's got media query list here, and the idea being you can detect and work with that downstream, right? So add a media query and bind. So import the namespace, add a media query list to your application's main layout. The media query list is responsible for communicating, blah, 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 blah. Add a media query and bind. If is small, is medium, yada, yada. So that's the direction I'm going to go. 1 second here. Because then I can take that information from the browser and I can use it here directly and behave appropriately. So. All right. So let's do that. Let's get the media query list out on the outside. I thought I had it loaded. Do I have this? Isn't it in the project Blazor? Package references. It's not there. It's not there. Let's put it into the mix. I thought I pushed. I do that. I'm going to set up a pull request so that you can use your mobile device to navigate and be able to see what's going on here as I'm deploying and working on new versions. So let me do this. I'm going to open my pull request tab here. Because I'm using Azure Static Web Apps, let me update this. Improve mobile display. Create that pull request. Because this is an Azure Static Web App, what I'll be able to do is, as I push updates into this branch, it's going to automatically compile and deploy, and we'll have a URL that you'll be able to go to with your mobile device and see how this looks on your phone, on your tablet, what have you. Not your watch. I don't think there's browsers on watches that'll, right? And I think that's, quite frankly, a little bit too small to interact with. There's that Fierce Kittens again. But we're going to try and fix this. So if... where was I? In here, ClipTalk, client, paste in that .NET add package. So I get the Blazor size package installed here. Here we go. Fantastic. So now I'll, following the instructions from here, import the namespace. All right, don't mind if I do. Get that brought into my imports. I've got a few imports. Don't need that CS proj. Don't need the imports now. And it was in the layout. He was suggesting, what is it? Media query list. Media query list. Like this. And that should be rebuilding. Here it is, rebuilding, doing the thing. Good. You almost spit out your coffee when you saw the Fierce Kittens MVP clip? Yeah. Yeah. That's our friend. No, mobile Blazor bindings is different. I'm not building a Xamarin app. Nope. Okay, so I've got the media query list. So then we can do these types of queries to be able to turn on and off. So I think what I want to do is I want to do the around loading my sidebar. I think I want to say if is small, if not is small, load it. Right, so did that? I don't care if it reloaded or not. It back to here. Yeah, it did load. Thanks, Visual Studio. In index there, sidebar. This little chalupa right here, right? So I'm going to say at if not is small. Let's see what that does. Rebuilding. You're still in the coffee good portion of the day? Fantastic. Doesn't like it. Is small does not exist. It's not there. What are we missing? Hey, Aaron Doss. What are we missing here? Let's go back over to the docs. Media query list, and I'm trying to do, yeah, at if is small, and it doesn't like that. This down here in index Razer, what this is doing, let me show you why it's complaining. I'm doing a continue with here. I'm not doing an await. I want this to go through and do its thing and complete whenever it's done completing. So yeah, I am not awaiting that. If I do put the await in front of it. You're trying to wake up before you code? Yeah, well. Coffee is good. Coffee is your pal. Yeah, is small does not exist. Why you do this? What are we missing here, Ed? Ed's not watching. That's okay. Right? So... Common media queries are also included as helpers to keep you out of the Bootstrap docs. Thanks. Wasn't it worrying? No. The Visual Studio doesn't, over on the layout, close that. Close that, close that. Don't need these functions because I'm not going to be in them today. No, no. Maybe. Here. That thing. That's because I'm in debug mode right now. It's right, it's not reloading that. See, got it. If I go back over to index, though, it still doesn't have this thing. Right, it doesn't know what that is. Which tells me that that helper in the docs that he's referencing isn't... There's a using statement I'm missing there. Right? See these? Listening for the resize. Yeah, I'll probably want that at some point. So I'm in .NET 5, so I'm good with that. Let's take a look at what he's got in here. What's he got? Media query, media, bind matches is large. I don't see, I don't know what this means. At active, right? I mean, that looks like he's writing a little bit of test. That's what it looks like I'm missing. Oh, he defines them down here. And these media queries are winding. Okay, got it. I see what that's doing. So let's do that and copy that in. Now that makes a little bit of sense, right? So now I can put bool is small, false. I don't know, right? See what that does. There used to be a code that you had to get the size of the screen. That's being done for us by the component that Ed built for us. There we go. So now my sidebar is gone, but the stuff on the right is missing. Yeah, look at this. Failed to fetch. What's it trying to fetch? Yeah, the suggested streamers. Well, that's not even being rendered. If I'm not rendering the component, why is that component trying to fetch? Right? Well, the API is not running. Let's restart that. But this is inside of my sidebar. Ah, we didn't train this one yet. It's not trained yet. There we go. Now we got some pictures. That's a terrible picture. Go away. I don't like that one. There's out of focus and then there's that. Right? There we go. And I'm just going to call this Crystal Lake. So, yeah, see that? There we go. Once I have the size, and I'm telling it not to render the sidebar, it should load, right? It shouldn't, inside the sidebar is where I have it trying to load the list of suggested streamers. It should ignore that, and I'll want to, no, that's way wrong size. And I'll want it to reflow the screen so it takes up the entire screen, the video area, right? Yes, that's what I want. Give me that area. Stupid scrolly thing. There we go. All right. Next. There we go. Yes, that's fine. Take that. Go. And it should... sorry, don't like that one. Skip it. Way out of focus. Don't want it. That's pretty good. Look at that. So it's starting to detect now where the logo is. Right. Come on. Alright. That one's not terrible. I'm at least getting the shape still. Right? And this is such a cheesy sample of artificial intelligence, but it's something that I think we can all kind of latch onto and understand. It's easy to explain to non-technical folks. So, like, my parents can explain to folks, yeah, our son wrote a thing on TV where it will detect what hat he's wearing. The computer will identify what hat he's wearing. So that's kind of cool. There it is, training this one. And once it's done training, we'll get it to load up and look at the next set of hats. The next hat that I have over here for Haddonfield, Illinois. Am I hiding the side of the container or just the contact? No, I'm hiding the entire sidebar over here. So my service is now loaded. Yeah, see, it's went to get the data and it's still trying to... Okay, better. Still not taking up the full size of the screen, right? If I refresh, that should actually load much faster. There we go. But why am I not taking the entire screen? Right? So this, and here's the grid container. Height 100%, display grid, grid template columns, 300 pixels, auto. Oh, well, it's the only column now. So I think I need to take my grid container class here. Turn off Dark Reader. I don't want Dark Reader on. Not on this website. Let me take, right, the, yeah, let me take grid container, and if we are in a, right, now I'll do a real media query in CSS. If it's not, right, if the width of my screen is less than, what is it, 800, 900 pixels, the grid template columns are just one, and it's auto. So let's do that. Where is it? It's going to be in my... so I've moved these into theme over here, and I think it's probably layout. There, grid container, right? So let's do this. What's the... right, can I do at media phone? Whoa. Typical phone screen resolution. Yeah. Landscape orientation, portrait orientation. Let's just do that one. Right, and I'll grab this, drop it in here. But I want the opposite, where min width is... Right, so I need to also... Right, so I can tell it what to do when it's... oops. Right, so if I say only screen and min width 668, do it like that. But when it's max width like this, I'm going to say auto, and yeah, I think that does it, right? npm run my SAS build. We'll refresh and we'll take a look at what that looks like. Look at you in your floofy sweater. Oh, see, now this is Fierce Kitten's campaigning for likes so that she can stay on the top of the big Clip Talk preference list here. So we got to work on the toolbar up at the top, but okay, we're getting somewhere here. What do we got? So I think I also don't want the left. See how there's a padding on the left there? Right? Main section. So that's right. There we go. So it says width 95%, but for some reason, does this have like a padding on the inside of it or something? No. Does this have a padding on the inside of it or something? Oh, look at that. Main, everything underneath main has a margin of 20 pixels. That's coming out of layout. So let's go back over there. Ah, this one. So let's only do that when we're in the bigger display. Right? Fierce Kittens is getting so much airtime today on this stream. What is that? Just do color gradients, it's all the rage. Blazor seems so good, but I just hope adoption rate is high enough for Microsoft to continue working off it. Says North. That's not going to be a problem. Because it's already committed. It's already in the frameworks. It's already shipping. So there we go. But now I'm over here. Why you do this? It's not gonna pick it up yet. It's not trained. It's not deployed yet. Still training. Working on it. We're getting there. So I feel, well, okay, the overlay, we're gonna need to work on that. Look at this. Div style height equals pixels. Well, that's a problem. This one, clip block. Width 85%, 95%. I think we want to get rid of that. That's in clip SCSS. Let's get rid of that. Because I want it to fill the screen. Where'd it go? This one. You go away. Rebuild the SAS. Putting those video clips in a bootstrap card with a footer for the buttons below it. Maybe. There we go. Right? And now why did that...
Love it.
I clicked it. There we go. Okay, so I am getting the share. Good. And the click through to the page. Yeah, the page is just...
Love it.
That's too big. But I think I've got this at least. Maybe I put a little bit more of a padding around the bar at the bottom and padding around the titles. I don't necessarily want to use I don't necessarily want to use bootstrap. I could use bootstrap cards and then style the heck out of them so they're unique to me. What's the Bootstrap card syntax look like? And I'm also seeing a little bit of a scroll issue with my virtualize. Right? My virtualize is now at a different size. So there's a little hitch in it. We're going to need to address that also. But definitely padding and bolding the titles, got to do something with that. Let me... Hey! I saw that. I'm not in Bootstrap 5. Let me put some padding around the bottom of those. Right, so... This needs some help. There it is. It's hard-coded right there to the height and width. That's going to be a problem that I'm going to need to address. So I get that play button up here at the right. You think 98% looks better? So here's the thing. Right? The video player, I need to pass the size to Twitch so that because they size it for me, not me. So I'm going to need to hand that off to them. See, so the card might scale appropriately. It doesn't matter. I need that only gets me so far. I run into the same problem where in the Twitch player, you have to pass them the height and width when you embed it. So I can't just let CSS do its thing. I need to pass them the appropriate information so they scale it. So this is straight from the Twitch docs. So I need to handle that better. So P2A 2020.
P2A 2020 just resubscribed for 3 months.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And we'll make another donation to Girls Who Code. Yeah, my problem is I'm gonna end up gutting a ton of code, rewriting and retesting if I brought in Bootstrap cards right now. Ooh, this. I can get rid of that. Can I just do... What happens if I just do width 98% on that? Right there. Finished running it. Thank you. I tried to set up an NPM watch on that, and that just, no, didn't work. It's not giving me the gap on the side, right? Even if I set up that width on that, it's not on that, not on this. See, it is width 98%, but it's like I need a margin auto on it so that it centers. But I should get that coming out of Flex. Where is it? Flex direction column. Have a good one, Fierce Kittens. Yeah, I tried getting NPM Watch to work, and it just... Trying to get it to watch just my SAS files and rebuild was a nightmare. Right, the web compiler, it's not even showing up here. So... can we do something like... Wait a sec, that's... No. Or is it top, bottom, right, left? That's better. Okay. But I still need to figure out how to position the play button there. No, I've not tried UI5. So, okay, on the bottom of each one of these blocks... No, not the error UI. Right? Yeah, see that overlay, we're going to need to fix that. Each one of these clip blocks, I think I want a margin bottom. Here. Min width 768, that's fine. See, why are they... Why did he put two of these? Oh, because that's for single clip view. Alright. Max width in here. Right, so this is the smaller one, and its clip class is clip block with a capital B. Yeah, like that. So let's say margin bottom. And let's give it another 10 pixels. Rebuild. See, I don't want to gut and bring in a user interface framework because I feel like I'm like 90% there, right? Boom, that looks fine. These buttons, I may want to increase the size of the font on that. No big deal, right? And when I try going to a different device, right, it still works for me, right? Take that to 100%. Right, I have to fix my header, I have to put a footer on there, but I feel like I'm right there. I'm on a bigger display, and that works. That isn't stretching all the way across. I don't know why, but we'll address that, right? Get to a 100%, and I mean, I'm not far off. I'm really close. So I don't want to throw out the baby with the bathwater here and say, rewrite the whole thing, rewrite the entire layout. I think that's a waste of my time right now. And I need to get the virtualize to detect and size these blocks appropriately. And I think actually, no, I put that only in the mobile. So, you bet it would MVP good enough by hand for mine to go after something else in the project? Maybe. Surface Duo? Fancy. I'm getting there. Moto G4. I need to fix the location of the play button, and I still need to fix the size. I feel like I want to change the font size here, make that a little bit bigger. on mobile and fix the title up at the top. But I'm almost there, right? I'm like, and then I need to go check out the single page, right? I clicked on, there it is. So I need to scale this now appropriately along with the titling and the comments down below. So once I have all of that scaled properly, now I can put the header and footer bar on with the login button placed now appropriately. I'm hide the sidebar. I think I've accomplished that. I think I've got that. Well, wait a sec. So now if let's try going to /Fierce Kittens. I don't think I removed it over here on the streamer specific page. No, I got to do that yet. So let me go do that one, which is effectively the exact same layout. I separated it out as a secondary page here, streamer, right? So what I added here was just a thing like that around the sidebar. So let's do it like this. Right. And I'll scroll down, and I added over here, it's the exact same thing, which makes me feel like this kind of thing should be in like a base page or something. It's not going to compile because I don't have that in there, but now I do. So this is recompiling. If the play button is a child element of the video box, then you can make the video box position relative. We're almost there. I think you might be right. I should be able to set it to max, to like width 100%, height 100%. I actually want it to be the same size as the image. So it should work. That should have reloaded. Yeah, I'd already reloaded. Look at that. So, cool. On to something there. Okay. So I'm going to removed sidebar on phone display. And we'll figure out how to bring that back in later. Now I'm going to push this up. This means that it'll be available in about 3.5 minutes on a Azure website that you can go to with your phone and try out. And we'll see the action running right here. While that's going, let me unpublish this one. Unpublish. Delete it. Publish the new one. And let me reset the hat AI. Good. And now if we do !hat.
Now we know. And knowing is half the
Crystal
battle.
Lake hat. So while we're waiting for that to reload, I'm going to go add another hat. Tag, and it was Crystal_Lake. And name, I'm going to call this Camp Crystal Lake. Acquired is December 2020. Description. Campers at at Camp Crystal Lake sport this hat in the Friday the 13th series. Film series, let's call it that. No, save. There we go. How many hats do I have? Asks Derpandas. Over 100. I don't have them all loaded yet, but if you look over here in the custom vision, and you can't, but I'm going to show you, there are 10 different hats listed here, like Black Horse Brewery. I have an Atari hat. There it is. And there are 74 more. There's 84 there, and there's easily 20, 25 that I haven't loaded in here yet. So, there we go. Camp Crystal Lake. those hats are now loaded, and if we run the hat command again, it should report. Yep, these are 2 that I got this Christmas. It should report Camp Crystal Lake with the full description in the box above me. There we go.
And knowing is half the battle.
There we go. Let me mark that first item as done. There we go. Come on. You can hide now. It's taking its good old time hiding. Thank you. Menu bar to the bottom. Let me skip that and let me work on the size of the video player. So, this is, you can see it, it's still building up here. But, it's going to push out an update. This is the website that you can go to with your phone. I'm going to copy this into, it's a ugly URL, but if you're on your phone here, you can click through to that location and see what it looks like on your phone. Or you won't be able to log in. The login won't work on that website, but it will, it's going to push those updates. You can see it's in the middle of pushing the updates right now. So, building. It's 3 minutes in. That should open up and show me, there we go. Yep. This will be updated with those latest changes that we had for layout in just a second here. There we go. Deploying and taking its good old time. There we go. Installing and running my SAS build. So we should see that update in just a few seconds. Or actually more like another minute or so because of how behind this is. No matter. It's cruising along and I'm feeling not bad about that. I'm going to open this up to 150% so I can really explore. So yeah, so Black Eye, I've got these 3 that I are from various horror movies. Let me switch to the Haddonfield hat. So this is a trucker hat with the mesh on the back. Because of course, when you're driving through Haddonfield, Illinois, you want to keep right on going. Haddonfield, Illinois is not where the Breakfast Club took place. It's not where Ferris Bueller lived. It is, of course, the home of Michael Myers. You know Michael Myers. It's when you hear this music that you know Michael Myers is coming. So Haddonfield, Illinois. Yeah, I got 3 slasher movie location hats. They also got me, there's a Wonder Woman hat over here, a Daily Bugle hat. There's another Harry Potter hat. I got a Joker hat. We'll get those over the next few days. Loaded up and actually I should copy them out to the hats repository, right? There's hats, csharpfritz.com. And you can see, I think there's about 50 of the hats out here that you can scroll through and you can see that I have in the collection. Hey, look at that. They're even loading these ones up. I just gotta get the pictures uploaded. So, and you can of course search, right? So, yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, but I'm gonna fix this and see what we can. I feel like the header bar is next to be done, but we gotta fix this video player. Now, Eagle was suggesting we might be able to, based on the that play button. It's just an overlay that on click I swap out the image with the actual player. I might be able to. Not the top row. In the content, in the grid container, in here, this, inside that clip block. See, I can't do... Well, no, maybe I... So if I did the full size... Well, if if you're on a smaller screen, I'm not going to have the hover effect. But maybe I do the full size and center it, right? There's that top div. That's right. So there it is, right there. I have div style position relative, and where are you? There's the image that's loading, and then I have overlay play, and it's top left with 100%. Why you do this? That's not right. If I do it like that, there we go. And if I make the height, can it do that? Z index is up on top, but I need it vertical aligned center, you know? Can I set line height to 100%? Right, look, see all this stuff that it's, I thought there was a line height.
Asa's24 just
Asa's24.
subs.
Thank you so much for gifting 5 subs to the channel. We're going to make 5 donations to Girls Who Code. That's huge. Thank you so much, Asa's24. Pizza Boy, JVM29, Better Call Sean, Dax, and Coldfire. Congratulations. You just got gift subscriptions, and we're going to make 5 donations to Girls Who Code, who are helping young ladies, helping women learn about technology, learn about software. That's great stuff. Thank you so much for that support. Really appreciate it. And, yeah. I could use deflex for overlaying the inner div. Well, I think I can get rid of, right, some of this ugly styling that I've done here, and I can make the overlay play. I think I can make that a little bit better. Let me come back over here. So that's inside of my, it's inside of my Twitch player here, right? Here it is. Yeah, there, line height and cursor pointer, right, on the eye, right, which is my play button. But this, let me get rid of this thing. I think we can get rid of that. And we can change the, over here, where is it? Overlay, there it is. Let's make the width 100%, make height 100%. Font size, color, text. Let's see all that does. I'm gonna rerun my SAS build. Like overlay position, absolute, overlay inner, deflex. Give me a second here. This should have refreshed. Maybe not. I'm looking at a Moto G4. All right, so at least it's centered now. And if I go check it over here, there you go. The site is up if you want to go browse to it. Where'd it go? This one. So this should have refreshed also. I'll force a refresh, and we should see it. Top 50% and then translate Y minus 50%. Will that do it? Well, that one lined up properly. It's over here, and I feel like that's a little bit big. But you're saying translate, well, not translate Y, that's like a filter, right? Right? How do you do translate Y? I thought translate Y was like a filter that you applied. Right, so what I've done is I've set line height. Where'd it go? Ah, look at that. Line height is not coming through at any height. See that? If that came through at 100%, yeah, see, it's still, right? Vertical line, middle. See, it's, transform, translate Y. So if I get rid of this, and take that. Transform. Translate Y. Not 10 pixels. Come here, get me in there. Minus 50%. Well, see, that's... 25%. Oh my gosh, Insta-fluff!
Resubscribed for 9 months. Merry Christmas, Fritz and all.
Merry Christmas to you, my friend. How are you? Hello, hello. Good to see you. Translate Y, while it appears centered, I don't trust that. I don't trust that. But and the play is not the right height.
Love it.
It ends up being off. So that says top 50%. And so let's look at this one. Let me click into this. Right. See, look, this. There he is. Hey, hello. I'm doing well. Can I ask you a favor? I grabbed a clip of yours to use with our clip discovery website that we've been building called Clip Talk. And it's one where you were talking about me, so I thought, hey, he's probably not going to have a problem if I drop that in here. Would you mind if I index some of your top clips to promote and put on this clip discovery website that we're building that allows folks to share and discover and learn more about our various Twitch channels? Eventually, this is going to be a social media site that people are going to be able to come through and add, and it'll automatically discover and load more clips. And of course, this is when Instafluff imitated me. So, but I only added the one clip. I've been asking folks permission before I add their... Oh, thank you. Very cool. I appreciate that. Before I go and add the rest of their clips onto the site. So, but you'll be able to like, comment, and interact with clips like this.
Every time Fred says something, I read it in his voice. Right. It's so true. It's super true. Holy cow. He's like, got this velvet voice. It explains and says, oh, looks like we have to do this today. All right. And so
love you, my friend. That's great.
.NET, and let me show you. All right. So we're going to code this today.
See?
And then I'm going to wear this hat. And
I got a different hat today.
have a different hat for every day. But
I do.
I'm a man of many hats.
I do. I've got more than 100 hats. That's a thing. Fritz of the 100 hats. So, there they are. So, I'll kick off that index. There is a strong privacy policy here, and I do have profile information here. So if at some point in the future you say, you know what, I don't want to be involved, you can click a button and it'll mark you so that we don't index, and I have to finish building the feature that'll remove all of your content. But the idea is have a very strong privacy policy that folks can believe in, can interact with, and trust on this website. So, and it's got cool sharing buttons as well. Anyways, moving on. I could kick off a quick index. Now, let me go back. We're working on trying to get this mobile player lined up right. So this height pixel thing, that's not right. I'm going to need to address that. But, right, what was it? In here, I've already got the outer as position relative. So we're saying the overlay play, you were saying do a top 50%? That's not 50%. 50%. And then, I didn't end then. This is minus 50%. It's not quite there. If it's minus 25%, that feels like it's in the middle. That feels like it. So let me put that on the overlay play here. So it was top 50%, right? And it was a transform. Translate y minus 25%. So now that's, oh, I gotta update my SAS stuff. Can I add some background color to the overlay to see if it goes offset? Well, there is in the, in the hover. So we'll be able to see it when this loads up here, right? So that's not bad, lined up in the middle like that. And if I look at it over here on our mobile instance, mobile emulated instance, right there, all right, that looks really good, right? I've still got to fix the size of the video player. The size of the video player isn't quite right, but getting there, right? Cliptalk.com is up. Don't put the HTTP in front of it. It'll route right there. For some reason, the HTTPS doesn't get handled properly. And I think that's part of the preview nature of the website at this point, of the Azure service that I'm using at this point. So that's at /fiercekittens. Here, let's index InstaFluff real quick so you can see how this runs. I have it. I think I put it up in here. Did I put it up in here? I had a load function written that'll just. Yeah, here we go. So I loaded our friend Quiltony. I'm going to uncomment this because InstaFluff is kind of a unique situation like Quiltony where I've already got that one clip that I added manually just to see if I can get it to display properly. So I will add like that, and I'll run this, and it'll run this at startup and add InstaFluff into the indexer, and I'll restart and get the indexer running. So we'll see this kick off. I could try different device resolution pixel ratios. Well, I've got them all set up there. We'll take a look. In the browser, I can just choose a different one. So loading streamers succeeded, good. And I'll rerun the back office caching, debug, start new instance. So this is all the caching that runs behind the scenes. Here it comes. To make the overlay semi-transparent and then non-transparent on hover. What do we think about that? There we go. Updating clips. Dun, 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 dun. Refresh views. And calculate top discoverable clips. Here we go. This is where it's going to go grab. And we'll have a bunch of execute. Yeah, succeeded. Good. So I'll go back to my API. Dock this over here. So now, if you look in the cache, check this out. There is an InstaFluff block here that's 10.6K. This is the cached collection. I think it's 15 clips that I grabbed to start, and there's references to all of them. So now, if I go back over to the website, right? You can go out to the full website, cliptalk.com/InstaFluff, and now you've got a bunch of cool InstaFluff clips. So it's got to calculate the likes properly. I don't have it doing that in the cache just yet. But that'll reload and update properly and have the appropriate counts in cache. But I do want that liked. Thank you. So, like if I scroll down here, it's got the appropriate number of likes on it, that InstaFluff clip. Or it's disappeared! No matter. It'll come back. It's that I've recalculated, and it's got to rerun this to get it loaded up there. But if we click through, there it is. It's got the 4.
Every time it's your favorite
So, awesome. Love it. So, and that's just a special situation for these folks who I just grabbed 1 or 2 clips to see if I could get things loaded. So, alright, there's that. So I was over here. This, hey, there he was. He was suggestive. Load. There we go. And there's the, so now, well, now look, my play button on the full screen is not, it's not positioned properly, see? But on, over here, right, it is on the mobile display. Why is that? It's the -25. Oh, clearly. I think you're right. Change that to an iPhone 10 and looks right there. Oh, you know what? It started indexing him again. Oops. No matter. Right, so that's an iPhone 10. If we look at like an iPad Pro, that's right. We still got to figure out this thing. But the position of the play button is wrong. Pixel 2 XL, that's not bad. It's clearly not centered right. This is okay. This is okay. Don't need you just yet. We'll get back to you. This one. This. But if I made that -50%, right? Because I want it... right? This should be... right, I want it centered inside of it. When we look at the player... this... I want perfectly centered in the middle. So I feel like I should get rid of the line height. Let me get rid of that for right now. The parent div is position relative. So I'm okay on that. This is going to rebuild and update in a second here. Hopefully. Yep, there it is. It's just refreshing. So it still looks fine on the Moto G4. iPhone 5, not bad. iPhone 10, go back to that iPad Pro. See, it's off. So there's that minus... is that the -25 that we were talking about? Head back over to the clip SAS. I change... let me change that to the -50%. Rebuild. Yeah, the 50% is on the play button. Right? So that rebuilt. Let me refresh and see what this looks like. No, see, the -50% is now way up here. No. And when I refresh on the full size, yeah, it's way up there. So it is... The parent is position relative, right? So there's the overlay play button, right? And the parent div is position relative that it's inside of. So... top 50% width, height. Do I get rid of the height? Get rid of the height. Get rid of the height. But actually now the play button is... if I get rid of the width also... right, now it's not... So what if I make it the full size and I make the line height? Right? Now if I do line height 100%, vertical line middle, no, it doesn't, vertical line middle doesn't do. But, right, if I take the height off, right, my overlay isn't working there. Yeah, I do have at media. Yeah. But this feels like a universal solution that should work for both. If I take the width off, right, so that's out, take the line height out. If I add margin auto, no. Right, if I go margin, if I say 50%, where'd it go? 0. No. You're starting to slowly understand how Blazor works? Cool. We're not really touching too much Blazor today, but cool. That's great. Yeah, trying to make things look good on all sizes is kind of annoying. Yeah, margin auto, that's not it. Right, I want to get this centered. No, the button is a div that I'm overlaying over top of the image. It's right next to it. Margin right 50%. Let's try that one. No. No. The margin isn't picking up, and maybe margin left? Maybe. Classic margin 0 auto. No, that didn't work either. But margin left 50% was picking up on it. So if I take width out, right? I took width and height out. And if I instead make this margin left 50%, rebuild that. Let's look at it here on the desktop first. Make sure we didn't lose any features there, right? Now the hover, I'd love to get a little bit of space around that, but we'll fix that. I'm gonna refresh now. This is emulating an iPad Pro. There we go. Now it's in the center there. Let's try an iPhone 10. Refresh. Not bad. It's a little bit off center. A little bit off center. What about using Flexbox, says Chamusta. That's not a bad idea either. But I feel like Flexbox is swatting a fly with a sledgehammer on this. Right, it is a little bit off center. What if this? It's text align center. I don't really need the left. What if I make this like 49%? See, now I'm going to end up futzing with, right? Should it be 48%? Should it be 49%? I don't know. 47%. Well, I can make it 47%. That might be a little bit better. Yeah, 40 something. Width, height, and the eye should be positioned in the middle. Right, so refresh that. So, that's not bad. Yeah, there is an I tag nested inside of it, see? So I'm trying to get this lined up right so that that's just in the middle. Try the X minus 50% translate. So if instead of saying margin left, right, so it should be position absolute and do the trick. Absolutely. If we did left 50%, right, the trick was top and then translate minus Y, translate Y. So if I then do next to this, also do translate X. Why you know like this? I didn't finish. Minus 50%. That looks like it works. That looks like it works. I like that. That feels better. Stop that. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, back over here. So, what was it? It was, let's make this. Stop it. Make this 50% and take this to translate X minus 50%. And then I'll add some padding around it or something so that that play button is a little bit more, right, make it a little bit darker around it. There was a suggestion to add some opacity so that you can really see it standing out from it. And that's actually an issue that I have to address anyway. Let's refresh, see what this looks like. Well, that's not right. I think I forgot something. Top 50%, left 50%. Position absolute. If I take that off. No, that's not right. Oh, the margin left is still in there. Forgot to get rid of my margarine. So with that out of it. Right? Yeah, got the extra margin in there. So we'll remove that, recalculate. How's it going, Jimmy Bossy? Good to see you. And right, then I can put a little bit of padding, some rounded corners, and I can put some opacity behind that play button. Right? So get rid of the little hover effect. Is that right? Is that properly centered? Left 50% and it does the, okay. I mean, it looks kind of right. So this is an iPhone 10 potential rendering. That looks close to center to me. Let's try an iPhone 6, 7, 8. Not bad. 6, 7, 8 Plus. Not bad. Moto, we're good there. A Galaxy Fold. Yeah, sure. An iPad. Yeah, well, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Got a little bit we got to do here with some of that spacing. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Now, let me try. Let's get rid of that hover. Because what I'd. Well, maybe the hover's a little bit different. So let's put in opacity behind, right? Put a background color on this. Well, let's experiment. It takes so long to do that SAS and recompile and redeploy. Let's do it over here, directly in the browser. Right? So if I do like background color, let's do our purple. And if I do some padding, And maybe 20 pixels. I feel like I'm going to do a little bit more on the side. A little bit. Maybe I do 10 on the top and bottom and 20 on the sides. That's not bad. And let's do, what is it for the rounded corners? Is it border radius 10 pixels? Bigger. 20? Do I have 25? Take it down. 20. Now I feel like it's a little bit too tall up this way, so let's take that down. That's not bad. I could do RGBA, but I was going to just put a filter on here and just say, right, I can do opacity 0.8. Oh, that also does the button on that. Border radius 35%, Ace as 24 suggests. It's a little bit too tight. Maybe 25%. What do you think of 25%? I like that because it gives me a little bit more square around it. You think I should use the RGBA? So my purple that I'm picking up here, let me see, where is it? So I could grab that, right? And if this is RGBA, right, isn't the A at the end? No, not like that. Not like this. Right, isn't it something like that? Okay, that hover effect is kind of cool. No, that didn't work. 0.7. Ah, there we go. That's nice. All right. All right. I like where you're going with this, Jimmy. Yeah, that's pretty good. So let me copy out these last three. Part of me says to make the mouse over, make the hover, make it go solid. What do you think of that, chat room? So I'm going to copy out those three, add them into here, right? So it was background color, something like that. And we did 0.7 on an RGBA. I could just make this. No. I could just make that solid by changing that to... Why you do that? To 1, right? I also needed to get the padding of 520. Right? Oh, forgot the semi. And border radius 25%. 25%. So let's rebuild the SAS. Solid with slight box shadow. Yes, there is no hover on a touch device. Agreed. Yep. Totally right. Let's see what we get here. So this is on desktop, and it doesn't have the hover. That's fine, right? So that's not bad. It's subtle. And over here on my emulation, I'm going to control F5, and we'll get the iPad, see what that looks like. Not bad. iPhone 5. Not bad. It's a little bit larger than I would think, but not bad. iPhone 6, 7, 8, still good. The Moto, good. iPhone 10, still fine. Pixel? Yeah, I think we're good. We're in a much better place with that video. Now, the video player itself. Am I missing a semicolon? Oh, I got it. We're good. Let's deploy this update. Right. Improved appearance of play button. Fixes, and that's actually an issue that I addressed that I've had out here to address. Right, where is it? Scroll and autoplay. Make the play button more. Fixes 28. I think that looks much better. Push that out. But give it about 3 minutes and that'll be available. 4 minutes and that'll be available. We are slightly over time for how long I wanted to go here. So let me do this. I'm going to take... We've pushed out our updates here. I think I'm fine for right now. And I'm going to wrap it up. Where did my button go? Yeah, let's wrap it up for now. Hey, CodeWiz Sean. Thank you so much for your help. We improved the look and feel of ClipTalk on mobile. The top menu bar still isn't great. Still need to get there. But the video player looks better. The whole sidebar thing that was just crushing the website improved. I still need to improve the single page, right? The single clip page. That's not working quite right yet. It's still a little bit too big. So I'm gonna have to come back around on this one. But I think we made some big progress. Made huge progress here. We've got this moving in the right direction. The website is deploying, it is building, it is deploying, and you're gonna find it. You can access this with your mobile device. You're going to be able to go there, right there, and this project is not on my public GitHub. This is a private code that I'm not sharing because of the sensitivity around this becoming a public social media site. So I'm really thrilled with the progress we made. I'm going to spend a little bit more time cleaning this up, tuning this, so that we have a better experience for folks on their phone, on their tablet, when they come to ClipTalk. And this is going to lead into some of the final improvements I'm putting around the followers and getting it to show the followers that you have that are active on ClipTalk. Search and social media pages. Those are the three things that I want to get done this weekend. But it's going to take me some more time than I have to spend here on stream, and I want to get you over to some of the other cool folks that are here on Twitch. So let's head over to the main screen and talk about heading over to see some of the other folks on Twitch. Thank you so much for joining me. Really appreciate you tuning in today. I think we had a lot of fun, and we're learning more about how to use Sass with Blazor WebAssembly to build some pretty cool applications, and we're using that Blazor mobile sense, Blazor sizing project from Ed. I realize I'm not showing it on screen, to detect the size, and I'm going to use that now to set the size of the video player appropriately. Really appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you so much. You know what? She was here in our stream, and I think she went off to start her stream. Let me check on the big Twitch TV network. Is she streaming? Can we raid her? Oh yeah. It's a cozy coding Saturday for our friend, and you saw her in our test clips that we were looking at. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Papa Payne, thank you for the big cheer. We'll make a donation to Girls Who Code, and that'll get matched by our friends at Microsoft. Big appreciate for that. But let's go raid our friend Fierce Kittens. I'm going to put the raid call out here. It comes up on the screen. There it is. If you're a subscriber, copy the first link. The first block of text. If you're not a subscriber, grab the second block of text and get ready, because we're going to go raid our friend Fierce Kittens. When's the next stream? I'll be back on Tuesday. I need to fix that. That's the wrong schedule. I'll be back on Tuesday at 9 a.m. Eastern, and we'll go for about 4 hours, maybe a little bit longer, working on ClipTalk. We'll see where I am at that point, because I'm actively developing this. So, thank you so much, friends. I really appreciate you tuning in. Where's my raid here? I thought I issued a raid command. Did I issue the raid command? Yeah. Why isn't it showing me that I'm kicking off a raid here? Come on, Twitch. I kicked off a raid. Isn't that happening? There we go. There comes the raid bar. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you on Tuesday. Hope you have a great holiday week. Take care.